Okay, welcome. We have Chip Martell and Jeff Roman, and we're covering the seniors segment 3 of the finals. Take it away, guys.
Hello, everybody.
Yes, hello. Thanks for joining us. And just to clarify, this is the third set out of 8, and the winner of this match will be USA2 for the World Seniors in Marrakesh in August. And at the moment, the Hammond team had a very strong second set and pulled away to a 54-imp lead. So what do you think, Jeff? Have we focus on one of the two tables with our shifting our attention when things seem dull?
Right. I think, obviously the Wolfson team has some wood to chop here. And immediately Bobby has decided to invite game with, obviously not a very good hand, but
a lot of queens and jacks.
Lots of queens and jacks. And
yes,
I mean, obviously if they find, hard over spade shift, we will have a swing on the very first board.
So Chip, would you like me to just focus on the one table? Do you want me to go to the
I think it's fine to have this, to have the view the way you have it. I was just suggesting that it's a little easier, I think, for us in the audience if we mostly focus on one table.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think unless we see something, right. I mean, in other words here, at the first table, they are in fact going to hold 1-no trump to 1.
Yep.
The Wolfson team has managed to get themselves into 2-no trump.
Yes, though with a diamond lead, it'll be a little harder for them. They'll have to, I guess, find the, well, I guess they'll have to play either a spade or a heart. And I guess the other thing is whether, they have to, probably it's going to go king ace. Let's see whether or not they'll deceptively play the jack to the king and ace and then play low to the 7. So I guess they need more than 2 diamond tricks to get up to 8. And I guess maybe we'll comment that everyone quite reasonably treated that south hand as a 15 to 17 no trump. I think I've seen a lot of upgrades that I thought were a little questionable, but that one really looks like a good 14 to me.
I agree. So it's interesting. What do you think Mike Becker's best continuation here is to try to, I mean, obviously, it looks to me like playing hearts now might be the thing.
Certainly that's a possibility, hoping that maybe they'll plug away back at diamonds.
Exactly. I mean, because, if he plays diamonds, they're gonna absolutely play spades. I mean, there's no doubt about that.
That's right. They're not going to be tempted to play hearts or clubs. Now, I think that the 2 of diamonds opening lead from West was 4th best. So that should make it not so appealing to play diamonds, but we'll see whether he'll switch and lead a low diamond and see if he can sneak through the 7. No, decided not to. But it's, I think, going to be pretty natural when East wins this to play a spade.
I think so too, particularly if they play, any kind of Smith. Yeah, right. There it is.
Yeah.
So you guys, we're getting some requests to go to just one table view. Is that okay with you? I'll keep track of the other table.
It's okay. I mean, I typically wouldn't do that, but I mean, I don't care.
I mean, is
mean,
it
if
too
Chip-
small for people? Because, you know, what we're
On
going
the
to do.
On the Twitch is a little small, but this is the thing that we recommend for people that are watching is to have a second browser open on LoveBridge where you can look at them more in depth yourself and listen to the Twitch. But no, we can leave it this way. I know it's easier for you guys for sure.
Yeah, and as I said, we'll, you know, try and focus mostly on just one table at a time. So it'll hopefully be a little easier.
So Chip, can you fill us in? I heard that the Hammond team is playing four-handed now. They had somebody get sick.
I actually don't know
The
about that.
specifics.
I had noticed that they've been playing four, but I didn't hear. Had you heard anything, Jeff?
No,
No.
only what Tracy told me before we got started.
Yeah, so I don't know the reasonings, but Neil Chambers and John Shermer, one of them became ill and is no longer able to finish out the matches. So it'll be interesting to see if fatigue sets in over the 2 days. So Bob Hammond, Peter Weichel, and Ross Grable and Mitch Dunitz will be doing all 120 boards.
Yeah, so I'm told that by a reliable source that John is sick, that Neil is standing by as a fill-in. It's not COVID, just another sort of illness.
Okay. Well, we hope he's okay.
Yeah, we do. So we should say that, you know, we have Bob Hammond in his 80s and Peter Weichsel in his 70s. So, and this is the end of, you know, a fairly long tournament for them.
Yeah, they
So,
started play last Saturday. Is that correct? Or wait, no, they were in a round robin. Did they start on Friday?
yeah, so at least a week plus, I think they were playing in the Open as well. So,
Right.
it's
So
been-
in the open room, they decided to pound Larry out in one spade, and he is going to make it.
so that's
And in the other room, Ross did not overcall one spade,
yeah, that's
which I have to admit, I guess I'm a little surprised by that. I mean, I would have been a spade.
yeah, I would too, even though opposite a past partner, there's not a lot of prospects for game, but still competing for the part score.
Seems like a thing to do.
Yeah. And also notice the fact that you're limited can help, like if it went a heart of spade pass and you weren't a passed hand, he probably would bet a no trump, but facing a past partner has no need to bid anything. So, all right, so how's two hearts gonna do? So got, well, looks pretty good. If you bang out the hearts, you got
Yeah, I mean,
just lose maybe a heart of spade and two diamonds.
yep, that's what it looks like to me.
Though I guess I should say you can't run the clubs with them 4-1. So, but I guess the opponents are gonna
Probably set up
be a
a
little
pointed
bit,
suit trick for us.
yeah. So might well be 8 tricks. So still, that's likely to be a 7-imp gain for the Wolfson team. More than making up for their loss on playing 2-0. The 4 is the lowest one led, so East pretty much knows that it's a singleton. Looks like Declare is gonna go about getting rid of the trumps.
And here, 2 diamonds, I'm sure was some kind of heart, was a good heart raise, a good raise to 2 hearts.
Yeah, on the left.
And I'm a guess Peter would just sell to 2 hearts with this hand. I mean, I suppose you could bid 2 no trump.
Yeah.
And that is what he has done.
Yeah, I guess that's
So
a part of it is that nobody vol, the imp odds favor being more aggressive and contesting heart score.
3, 4, 5. I mean, this is 3 diamonds is not pretty here.
Yeah.
And Larry, I don't know. Larry might take a piece of 3 diamonds.
Yeah, he might. I suppose also when you're the trailing team, being a little aggressive with your doubles can be a good way to get yourself back in the match.
Yeah. Well, and now David has doubled 2 no trump, so they're gonna play 3 diamonds double. I mean,
Yes. So 3,
and on a diamond lead, I mean, this is
6, 7. I would say down 3 is reasonable, right? I mean, 3 diamonds, a club, a heart, and 2 spades are sort of top losers.
right. He would be costing himself a trump trick to prevent the heart ruff and the dummy. So I think that's probably right. I think that's probably 500.
And looks like they're making just 110 and 2 hearts on the right.
So that'll be 7 imps to Wolfson.
Yep. So yes, we did get a trump through, and on the left, and Hammond's just ducked the jack of diamonds to try and make it hard for them to draw trumps. And so I think we're gonna see the down 3 that we were kind of expecting. There any chance of an end play to get out for down 2? I guess the 4th round of hearts could put an end to that. So I think we can say it's okay.
Actually, yeah, it is possible. But you're right. I mean, just,
They have to arrange if they like
just
king of
cash
spades, ace of spades, and then a heart, they can rough in with the 9 of diamonds and get out with the 3rd spade to avoid an end play.
right.
But I think if West ducks the spade, yeah, so yeah, so now it's natural for them to.
Yeah, I mean, David's going to get this right for sure.
Yep, there it is. Okay, so we're at a similar situation on the right where Peter Weichsel and Bobby Levin also
Has bid 2-0.
now in a, well, so we'll see if they also double.
Mitch passed over 2-0.
Yeah,
I mean, I guess, I don't know. I guess that makes Ross's doubling 3 diamonds harder.
yeah.
He may well still find it.
I should comment that the two Norths, Bobby Levin and Peter Weichsel, were partners for a number of years a while back. See that they both
Also, it's tough that you're, you know, I mean, the bidding started a heart double, so it's tough that your queen of spades is worthless. I mean, I don't think 2-0 Trump is, you know,
Sure.
crazy or anything like that. And it looks like they are going to, in fact, escape undoubled here.
Yep. And they might even push East-West to 3 hearts. No. Okay, so that's going to be another large swing to the trailing
That's 8
wolf.
games, right?
And I guess since the defense to 3 diamonds undoubled doesn't matter very much, maybe we'll switch over to the left-hand side.
Right, where they have bid 4 hearts, and they're going to heart, spade, club, no spade even. So, yeah, I mean, 4 hearts is going to make.
Yeah, I guess the best line looks like maybe to try and win the ace of diamonds or win the king of diamonds.
Win the king of diamonds and play a club, absolutely.
Yeah, and look to rough, pitch a spade and rough 2 clubs in the dummy and lose 1 or 2 hearts.
Yep.
So I think that
I think making 5 looks
5,
most likely.
yeah. All right.
So Al just called out that 6 of the 8 players that are in this set are all ACBL Hall of Fame members and one of our commentators as well. So it's the nice thing about the seniors. We have a lot of very accomplished bridge players.
Right. And of course, since you have to be 60 to be in the Hall of Fame, unless you're dead, they're more likely to find Hall of Famers in the seniors. So let's see. So he did win the diamond to play a club as we expected. And
there's the queen of hearts. So that's it now.
yeah.
Everything lives, so he's going to make 5.
Yeah, notice that the other heart spot he's missing is the lowest one, so he doesn't have any worries about being over roughed either.
Right.
So club rough, queen of diamonds throwing a spade, ace and rough a spade, club rough. So
Right. I mean, as soon as the spade rough holds, he will claim.
yeah. I should comment that on the right, where Mike Becker is struggling along in 3 diamonds, he doesn't know that the diamonds are stacked the way they did at the table where they were doubled.
That's right.
So, he still has some hopes, if diamonds were 3-2 with the king on, well, obviously this hand is very unfriendly for north-south. You lose 3 diamonds when on a good day you might lose just 1, and the club finesse is wrong. Make the cards a bit friendly and you'd actually make 3 diamonds. Well, let's stay on the left since we're not
Right. So
So north-south play, I think a reasonably standard system here. I
so I mean, it looks
don't
like
know if they play, I don't know whether North had an option of bidding 2 spades to show. Spades and hearts with invitational values.
so it looks like a spade part score is going to be pretty normal here. I mean, I
Yeah,
suppose it's possible that they could get pushed to 3 spades.
well, or you could imagine being a little aggressive and trying for game and perhaps even getting to game. It happens that the red suit honors are entirely wasted and the queen of clubs isn't that valuable either. So there's a lot of values that aren't pulling their weight very well.
It's
And
true.
in fact, I think 3-0 would make if the spades ran. Well, yeah. I mean, you got 8 black suit tricks, and if the opponents, you can set up a diamond before the opponents can do anything. So 3-0 is actually a pretty good contract north-south, though.
I mean, clearly North is going to invite game. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, so presumably, probably we think 2 clubs force 2 diamonds, and we don't. Can you get us an explanation, Tracy, of 2 clubs after there? Yeah, okay.
Right.
This force 2 diamonds, and now 2 hearts is invitational. So I think I'd only bid 2 spades with the south hand, with sort of a middle hand, but with all that stuff in the minors. And we'll see. I guess part of it is, I don't know, depending on what one's opening bid style is, favorable.
Right. Tracy, I'm curious. What is 1-no trump for Hammond and Whitesell?
Let me check on that for you. It says 14 plus to 17, so
Yeah,
pretty
So basically
standard.
strong.
And
Right. So, what's interesting to me is, Chip, what would you do over 2 hearts if your opening 1-no trump was 14 to 16 and now you have 13? Now, would you bid 3 spades? I think I still would not, but I'm just curious what you think about that.
well, then it would be certainly borderline, I would say, maximum, but not the greatest cards. 2 spades. So on the club lead, is this decide whether to go for try and plan clubs to throw his diamond away, In this case, that won't work so well since the third club will get roughed, you know, or whether he wants to just go for diamonds. So he's doing this.
So on 33 in the other room, they've actually, 3 diamonds is actually going to go down 4. So, but it's the same 7 imps. So it didn't really matter.
Well, as I said, Declare didn't have the advantage of
Right.
about the diamond stack. So yeah. Okay, so Wolfson's creeping a little closer, and I guess we should say that there's a lot of boards still to be played in this match.
Oh yeah.
With with 85 boards still to play, 47 imp lead is, you know, still significant, but we've seen much bigger leads than that dwindle away with that much to play. So same auction on the right as we had before, and we expect this to certainly make 4 or 5. So let's maybe stay on the left-hand side.
Yep.
And in 2 spades, the third round of clubs got roughed and over roughed, and then Declare went after diamonds. They won the king, and yes. Decided to go after trumps. Let's see if he sticks in the 9 there or not. Now he's got the bad news about the spades.
Let's see. So
I have to think he's going to continue on diamonds.
Yeah, I feel confident that he will. I mean,
so maybe best would be to duck the diamond and let East rough the second round and then play another trump. And now they might shut out the diamonds entirely. And yeah, Declare is actually in. Some jeopardy. Might be best actually at this point to lead the Jack of Hearts.
right. I think, I mean, it almost seems like that's what he's got to do to make this hand.
Yep, and he has. So now he's going to be able to use the Queen of Spades to lead up to the Queen of Hearts. So he'll be able to get 5 spades, 2 clubs, and a heart.
Right. And board 34 is going to be a push.
Yeah.
And David has let another trump, so he's going to go up with the queen and lead a heart.
Yeah.
Well, he has played low.
Well, they can play ace and
Yeah,
queen.
it doesn't, because now he can, right, he can just.
Chip, do you know who had seating rights on this round?
I don't actually. Oh, so that's interesting. So has he just gone down on this now?
Yes, I believe he has.
Um, yeah, I think so, right? They can play
Well,
diamond.
now he's just simply down. I mean, just win the
Yeah.
diamond and play ace hearts and rough.
Yeah. So perhaps he was thinking that West. So I'm told that Hammond had seating rights in this round. So I guess maybe he thought that with ace six the diamonds and ace four the hearts that
The
West.
Larry would have bid two diamonds over one no.
Yeah, but I don't know, red against white after a 4+ type diamond opening. I don't know.
And ace deuce sixth.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't.
or perhaps he thought he'd have covered the jack of hearts. At any rate, so and over on the right, they're having more or less the same auction. So we'll see whether or not they stop as low. Yeah, they also, Mike Becker also bid only 2 spades over 2 hearts, and we'll see if that's, yep.
Yep.
So we'll see whether,
So now Bobby gets to declare two spades.
yeah. Oh, all right. Well, though he's still okay, right? He can just play a club, so he's still down.
Yep.
Classier to come down to the red aces and take those as your last 2 tricks.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so why don't we switch over to the right and see how Bobby Levin does in 2 spades? Having just seen Peter Weichsel manage to go a trick light. Well, winning the ace of clubs, it's interesting. Like he's not going to go after that. I think if he'd let a low diamond, maybe he'd have gotten West to go up ace and crash the ace and king, but I think figured probably wasn't leading the queen to his stiff king. See if he's going to just continue on with diamonds or no, looks like he's gonna. The good thing for this is he's now not going to get his king of clubs roughed away. Oh, wow. Huh. How did he know how to play to the 9? There's some bidding or...
No. He cashed the ace king.
Oh, sorry. All right. Okay. That makes sense.
Board 36 in the open room is a routine heart game. There's nothing going on there.
Yeah.
Just 11 really fast tricks.
So I think maybe the defense can do it here also. I think if they lead a diamond now, I don't think that declarer can stop East from getting his jack eight of spades as well as two hearts. Right, that's on a diamond.
Right, a diamond, heart, heart, diamond.
Yeah. And there's the diamond play.
He doesn't even need to find the magic king of hearts, but he did.
Yes. And of course, East knows full well who has the ace of hearts after seeing declarer with the ace king of spades
Right,
and the
of
queen of
course.
clubs and not forcing the game. So, all right. And since we know 36 is, well, I guess we're going to get a claim on 36 now. But that after one round of trumps, had everyone follow. So I guess we have a TD call over on the left. So
I think they're having some technical thing because he claimed and the claim got refused. So, I mean, I think somebody's having some sort of technical issue.
yeah, all right, it got resolved.
There you go.
So we'll, I think, stay on the left since
Yep.
it's the 36 is not a very exciting board.
Well, we have a part score battle hand here.
Yeah. So first
I mean, it
north.
clearly belongs to East West, and Peter has passed over one spade. So East West is now, it's just East West's job to stay in something they can make, which doesn't seem like it should be too hard.
So if it goes two spades, pass, pass as it did, let's remember that the last time Peter Wexell balanced over two of a major, he got smashed for 500.
And he has in fact passed.
Yes.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. So if they cash 4 tricks, then that will be,
Yeah.
That'll be it for that.
Yep. And they, I guess, without the technical difficulties, it didn't take them long to claim up 11 tricks and hearts on the right.
Right. As soon as both opponents follow to the first heart, you have 11. I guess when faced with the same situation, I guess I would expect Bobby to balance. Oh, actually, no, they're red on white. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
no, not vulnerable. I'm guessing he would sell to 2 spades as well.
And queen third of hearts is a kind of dangerous holding when the opponents haven't
Exactly.
found a fit after a 1 heart opening. You can also see that this nice-ish 4, 5, 3, 1, 10 count is everyone's favorable vulnerability 1 heart opening. Comment that if the, see, I guess, if the opponents, if North-South play 3 round, cash their 3 diamond winners and then play trumps, there may be in a position to hold declare to 8 tricks.
Yes.
Unless declare can set up the 5th heart, which I think he doesn't have the entries to do. Maybe. See now, because they didn't cash all their diamonds, declare can win the queen of spades. Well, or ruff a heart and lead the queen of clubs throwing a diamond.
Right.
And take 9 tricks. But he could also have set up the 5th heart. So I think always take 9 tricks.
Right, with trumps 2-2 and hearts 4-3.
Yeah. So we think that'll probably be another push. So we'll stay on 37 here, certainly. 2 spades is not a taxing contract on the right.
So here,
see whether or not this gets upgraded to a 2-0 opening. You know, it's interesting that East-West plays precision, and some precisioners I know love to open 2-0 and others hate it. Some hate it enough that they make 2-0 something like minors.
I think Berkowitz and Cohen, we had a hand against them where one of them opened 2-no trump and David said, you know, it's like 23-24. I'm pretty sure he is not going to open 2-no trump with this hand.
Yes. Yep. So strong club, and I think the other card, Jeff, as to whether a no trump opening at this vol would be 14-16 or 15-17. All right, so we have okay, so I guess 14-16 since 17 plus if balanced.
Right.
We have a somewhat frisky 3-heart overcall by Hammond. And see whether or not, I would guess we're going to get a 3-no bid, but
So Chip, it says they play only 15-17 when they're in 4th seat. The other
Okay.
seats are 14-16.
thanks, Tracy. And oh, I passed it out. Oh. So
That's interesting.
yeah, well, with the ace of diamonds and the king of spades on side, 3-no would certainly make, and I would guess that. So how's heart 3 hearts is going to do? 2 diamonds, 2 spades, and 2 hearts. I think down 2. So I guess there may be.
Who do you feel should have made any kind of move? If you were sitting at the table red with Larry's hand, would you guys have done something?
No, I think he has to pass. It's, you know, you know, and it sounds the ranges worked a little poorly for them, and that they each had kind of maximums. And to be fair, 3-no is far from cold.
Well, I mean,
But, you know, there was a
3.
discussion that when you have a hand like East, that it may seem in some ways unsound to bid 3-no, but it seems that in practice, it usually works out pretty well. So here over the natural diamond opening on the right, we got only a 2-heart overcall. So I'm sure that West will still pass. And now when East bids 2-no, we'll see whether or not West will bid 3 or not. So I have actually a theory that when you're vol against not, there's something to be said for upgrading a hand like East and opening 2-no, even though it isn't quite worth it, to stop the favorable opponents from preempting you.
I mean, I agree. I completely agree with you. But I mean, if in the system design phase you were clumsy enough to make 2-no trump 23 or 24, I wouldn't do that.
No, obviously you wouldn't upgrade it that much. I have to say I'm not a fan of double of 2 hearts. To me, it just looks like a 2-no bid. I think if I double and bid 2-no, I'm inviting partner to choose spades when I don't really want him to.
That's what I think as well. I thought Mitch was going to bid 2-no.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously with 7/4 of spades, he's gonna get off lucky here. I mean, Ross is probably gonna pass. Or I mean, he'll either bid 2-no or 3. He's not gonna go back to spades, is the point. He'll either bid 2-no or 3-no. He'll either pass or bid 3-no, but I mean, I suppose they could get their wires crossed and he could bid 3 clubs, but I would not anticipate that.
No. That's opener could easily be like 3-2-5-3 for this audience.
Right.
And looks like 3 hearts went 3 down at the other table. I think he could maybe have guessed to go down 2. So I think down 3 will be a possibly a push against 2-no making 3.
Looks like Ross is still in the tank here.
Yes.
I mean, with 2 small I don't know. He's got a tough. I think he's got a close one here.
Could also say that it's not so easy necessarily to make 9 tricks. You've only got 2 entries to dummy and you'd like to lead diamonds twice and spades once. So you have some potential to throw north in with a diamond to force a spade lead. So say on the Queen of Hearts lead, win the ace and play a dime to the king, then start on clubs, eventually forcing a club entry to the dummy to play another diamond. And if you exhaust.
Right now North will be out of exits. I mean, stuff him with the 10 of diamonds.
Yeah. I mean, South can win the 3rd round with the Jack, but after you win the King of Hearts, then you can play the 4th diamond and put North in.
Right.
Over in the open room, there seems some interesting auction that was happening.
Yeah.
Berkowitz raised Cohen on just ace little.
Yep. And then,
Ross did bid 3 clubs.
Mhm.
all right. Well, I guess in 3 clubs, they're off a club and a diamond and probably at least another trick in the wash. Oh. So probably make 110 or 130, both of which will lose an imp to the 150 in the other room. And on the left, I say there was a bidding point at the other room, as Tracy mentioned. South opened a hard and West overcalled 2 diamonds and was raised to 3 by East, who had his nice hand with ace and a diamond. And then over 3 hearts, I bid 3 spades, hoping partner could bid 3-no with a heart stopper, but got raised since that could have been natural. I guess the question is in some partnerships, you'd be able to double 3 hearts with the West hand to ask partner to bid 3-no with a stopper. leaving 3 spades to be natural. Any rate, 5 diamonds just off 3. Well, 5 diamonds got doubled and was just off 3 top tricks.
Which way do you play that chip?
I play that doubles invites partner to bid 3 now.
That's what Ralph and I play as well.
Okay, so then 3 spades would show that you had a 4-card spade suit and just competing.
Well,
Not just competing.
not competing, it's forcing for one
It's
round.
forcing.
Yeah.
And your partner did raise to 3 diamonds and
Yeah. Figure partner has to either go back to 4 diamonds or, oh, so they went down 2. I thought they, is there a heart rough or something? I missed.
No, that was a misclaim.
Oh, okay.
I mean, something weird happened there. He had the rest of the tricks. He had lost 3 tricks and he had all the rest.
Okay, I think you've just called the tournament director to fix the claim.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be back in a moment.
so that one will come up in the stats.
Yeah.
So what do you think you would have done if you were Ross in the closed room?
I think I would have been seduced by my 9 of hearts and my 10 of clubs and bid 3 no draw. But I would not have doubled. I mean, I would not have doubled with Mitch's hand. I would have just bid 2 no. I mean, I have a 2 no bid. I would have bid 2 no. I mean, the problem is that like Chip said, if you double and then over 2 spades bid 2 no, I think you're inviting your partner to, yeah, I have 3 spades. He's led the queen of diamonds off the dummy. Now this trump shift. So So it looks like he is going to make 130, I would say. If he does this just right, I mean, if he plays like diamond now spade up, diamond rough. I mean, he's going to have to score his 10th trick by leading the queen of clubs en passant, and I don't know that he's timed this right to do that. Let's see, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It looks like he's going to make 9.
And Jeff, do you want to explain to the audience what en passant means?
Well, in other words, if he had timed this play differently, if he had scored diamond roughs in the dummy and then spade roughs in the dummy and then diamond roughs in his hand, he might have, but I don't say, actually, anyway, what en passant means is if he scored diamond roughs in his dummy and then spade roughs, diamond roughs in his hand and then spade roughs in his dummy, he might have come up with a situation where he was leading a spade towards the now stiff queen of clubs, and Bobby scoring the queen of clubs whether Bobby roughed ace or not. But I wasn't really focused on the fact that he's I mean, now Bobby can rough this heart and just play ace of clubs in a club, and that would hold him to 3 immediately. So
Well, we do have a bit of a mixed audience. We've added some other tags and stuff, and we've had some people that played bridge at one point in their life and was recommended the channel on Twitch and have started listening and watching.
oh, fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, that's, yeah.
So Bobby's going to play ace of clubs in a club now for sure, and Declarer just has a loser. I mean, he's just going to lose either a diamond or whatever. He just has another loser, and he's lost 3 tricks. So he's going to make 110 and lose 1 imp to the 150 in the other room.
Yep. I'm sure Berkowitz will be quite happy to win an imp for having passed out 3 hearts and missed his 3.
Exactly. No question.
So this has been quite a low scoring set so far.
So is it like soccer then? Is it a
Like-
good match when it's low scoring?
Uh,
I think
I
here
mean-
it's more that the hands weren't so exciting. We'll see.
yeah, board 40 was a routine spade card score that they negotiated easily. And let's see what's happening here. So
39 on the right is potentially, a
right,
swing.
this is the hand that they got too high.
Yeah. So East passed. I have to say I have some sympathy with the raise that East made in the other room. You could certainly,
Oh, I have a lot of
Game.
sympathy for it. It's interesting. I mean, I think that as with so many things, this is largely a matter of partnership style. And, my style is, if they open a major, overcalling 2 of a minor has very little tactical value. So therefore, I tend to treat it as a constructive weapon. And, in other words, it shows a pretty good hand. I mean, to me, overcalling 2 of a minor when partners an unpassed hand shows a pretty good hand. So I have a lot of sympathy for 3 diamonds. And not only that, but sort of here's why. I mean, you pass, now it's gone 2 hearts, 3 diamonds pass.
Yeah.
I mean, now you've really, as East, you have to be nervous that you've got a really extraordinary hand. I mean, you pass and now table this, and partner's like, oh, okay.
yeah. Have to
I'm
admit
sorry.
that having passed the first time, I think I'd have bid 3 hearts over 3 diamonds.
Right. I was going to say, I think I would have felt obligated to bid 3 hearts. I mean, I just don't think you can I don't think you can just pass throughout with this hand when vulnerable partner overcalls 2 diamonds and then bids 3 diamonds. It's okay on this
The
hand.
king of hearts instead of the king of spades, then 3-0 would just be cold.
Yeah. I mean, you just have 9 railers.
I would note, though, that having passed and then bid 3 hearts, you would get to a safe 4 diamonds and still go plus.
Right. On this end, you certainly would. Absolutely. That's true. That's a good point. So here, North-South have found their way to a 4-3 club fit, which very nicely break 3-3. Oh, I see. I missaw what was happening on 39 over in this other room. In fact, it has not gone. My guess is that Mitch is going to bid 3 hearts.
Well, no, it looks to me like
He
east is already
passed.
passed.
Yeah, Becker's thinking.
South is
Oh,
the west.
It's not
Becker's
for me to
thinking.
bid anything.
Oh, no. Okay. So I did see it right the first time. It went 3 diamonds pass. Now Becker is thinking.
I mean, he's got a diamond void, but he only has the 10 count and he's red.
And he's
What do
already
you think
opened
he's
and
thinking of?
he's already bid twice and his partner hasn't bid, so.
I have to admit, I will be stunned if he balances here.
Yes,
Yeah.
and
he
you're
seems-
correct, Jeff.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
mean,
so
you
three
think all
diamonds
you
is-
want, but I mean,
Three
you're
diamonds
passing.
is gonna get finished pretty quickly, so let's switch
Yeah.
over to the left and see how 2 clubs is doing, since that has more to the play. So dummies, club spots are going to be useful in that
Yes,
if spades are rough.
the 8 of clubs is onside.
Yes.
So if they play 3 rounds of trumps here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, clearly, if they play 3 rounds of trumps here, I think Declarer is now going to go down. I mean, he is going to go down.
Yeah.
And I mean, Larry's looking at King 3 deuce of clubs just as easily as we are. So my guess is he's going to shift to a trump.
Well, if they play 3 rounds of trumps, suppose Declarer now guesses to play ace and a low heart. You know, actually under the ace, are you supposed to unblock the king so you won't be thrown in with it to lead into the diamonds? Right, because if he does
Right.
that, then he will make it.
That's true. And also, if they play 3 rounds of trumps, he can arrange to win the 3rd trump in the dummy,
Yep.
or at least he has some diamond winners. So 1, 2, I think let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, I think he's still going down though. I mean, I don't see how he can possibly.
Well, as I said, if he plays ace of hearts and a heart to the king, throwing West in to get a lead into the queen, jack, 9 of diamonds.
So
this could also happen if he won the 3rd club and dummy, played the queen of diamonds and found out about the diamond distribution.
Now David made an interesting play here.
He ducked the 10 of clubs.
So now what's the deal? I guess, I mean, let's see. 4.
What do you think you would do, Jeff?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. I mean, I'm not sure. I'm guessing I would leave the 10 of spades, but if he leaves a heart to the queen, that's going to be bad.
Yep.
The 10 of spades was my choice as well.
So now they can play king, ace of clubs and cash the spade for down one. Or play ace, king of clubs and lead a heart through and get down at least, and get down two. Maybe even down three.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's real. I mean, I'm sure Larry's going to play trumps now. I mean, and really, whether he plays king of clubs, club to the ace, my guess is he's going to play king of clubs, club to the ace. But I mean, for David to duck, he's got to have ace third. So, I mean, he may play low club to the ace, low club back, so that he can play a heart. That might be what he does. But it turns out I don't think it matters.
I don't know if he was feeling that he had any ethical issue and whether a declarer could have ace, queen, jack, 10 of clubs. I suppose if he does, it's still not a bad play to lead a low club.
Well, I mean, I don't know what did you perceive that David tanked over the low club?
I thought there was a little bit of a break in tempo, but I wasn't paying that much attention at that instant. All right, so I'm presuming that when he
1, 2,
wins this,
3,
he's going
4.
to play a heart rather than a diamond into the queen, jack, 9. So
Yeah, that seems pretty likely. So he's going to take. So this is 2, 3, 4, 5. So down 3.
yeah. And I have to say, with the north hand, I would have bid a no trump, not 2 clubs over the support redouble. I mean, over the support double.
Yeah, it's not 6 tricks. It's 5.
Yeah.
So do you guys, over in the closed room, do you guys want to explain the good bad to the audience?
Sure.
Is that what they play? Is that what
That's what it
Trump
says.
is?
Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
So
So what? Go ahead, Chip.
So over 2 spades with a good hand, one where they wanted to invite partner to bid game, they could bid 3 clubs or 3 diamonds to show a constructive hand. And 2-0 says they just want to compete at the 3 level, but aren't much interested in game. It has the drawback that you're now wrong siding no trump if your partner does have a good hand, since now their spade holding will be led through.
So one of the audience members said it's what Ron Smith calls bad to no trump.
Right. I have to admit, I'm not a big fan of good, bad, to no trump, but I do remember that years ago when it was first presented to me, when the concept was first presented to me of good, bad, to no trump, I thought that what they meant is that to no trump showed a good hand. And if you bid 3, if you just bid at the 3 level, you show I'm just competing, because the way it is, if 2-no trump shows a bad hand, if they bid 3 spades, now you don't get to show the nature of your bad hand. Okay. And partner,
Yeah, that's true.
partner doesn't get to.
But the problem with 2-no being a good hand is that now it's even more likely that you'll wrong side no trump when partner has a hand where they want to bid 3-no over your constructive hand.
Right. Which is why I came to the conclusion that it's just bad to no trump.
Yeah, I will say it works better after a no trump response where the siding isn't an issue.
Right.
So if it goes like a spade pass a no trump, 2 hearts.
Right.
To play that 3 of a minor is constructive and 2-no is a competitive 3 of a minor bid.
Yeah, that sounds okay.
Okay.
So Al was wondering who came up with it. Was it Marty Bergen? Do you remember?
I don't remember.
No, it's been around
Al
for a
said he's
long time.
grabbed the
Yeah,
encyclopedia.
this is not a recent development. It's been around for a really long time.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
grabbing the encyclopedia bridge. We have Al in the background looking up every single thing we talk about.
Okay,
It's
great.
amazing.
Excellent.
We love you, Al. It's Jeff Rubens in the useful space principle.
Huh, really? It's interesting. All right.
A lot of that was a fantastic series of articles in the Bridge World, by the way. I mean, a lot of what Rubens wrote in that multi, month after month after month series called the Useful Space Principle, it was not only groundbreaking for its time, but still useful today.
Yes.
What
So
year?
don't think that just because we're here saying we don't like good, bad, to no Trump, that means that this was not a valid work, because it was a very valid work.
Yeah. And as I said, in at least some situations, that I think is clearly an advantageous method.
Right.
So
Do you guys remember what years it was if we wanted to look it up?
I want to say the 70s.
yeah, that sounds right to me, though.
Did he ever put it together in a book?
Not that I'm aware of.
He's had some collection of articles, so it might have been in one of those. Okay, so maybe, so they stopped in 3 spades and made 9 tricks, pushing 439.
Right.
And 42 on the left. We have a strong club. Can definitely see that it includes a nothing special 17 count, and a natural positive heart, and a natural no trump, and I guess you can make 6 hearts if you avoid a club lead, even if you don't guess so well. So it looks like both North and South have pretty natural club leads. So I'd say 4 hearts making, probably only 4 with no particular indication to guess the hearts.
I'm pretty
David
sure
and
if Larry
Larry
was
had
playing
this.
hearts, Peter would lead the ace of clubs.
Yeah. David and Larry had this auction against us, and David was my screen mate, and he's the one who bid 1 heart, and he had alerted, he put this alert in, game forcing with 5 or more hearts. I said, yeah, I'm losing to guys who bid what they have. God, that's no way to play this game.
So I assume this was a fast arrival, 4 hearts on the left, saying I'm not much interested in.
So if you're on Twitch, one of our audience members actually found on Wikipedia that there's the useful space principle.
A book.
So, I know it's on Wikipedia, so I don't have a chance right now
I
to
would,
look at.
I would definitely say read it.
All right, so I got stopped.
Let's see if
briefly in 4
Peter
hearts.
falls into the trap of leading a high club. Yes.
All right, over on the right, let's see. We didn't get a 1 spade overcall by Mitch Dunitz. So now we'll see whether or not we're going to get a 1 or trump or 2 diamond balance by West.
Well, I would think he's definitely going to balance.
Yeah, I think.
I'm guessing. I don't know. This is a tough one. I would probably bid a no trump, but what can you say? It's not like partner's an idiot if he bids 2 diamonds.
Yep. So we've seen a number of long diamond suits by West with rather poor spots. Oh, so he sold out to a heart.
Wow.
Oh. Well, I don't think he's going to go 3 down, so I think they're going to get some imps here.
I would not have done that. I would not have sold to 1 heart.
Yeah. So spade. Interestingly, they chose not to lead their singleton diamond against 1 heart, siding with their.
Right. I think, you know, it would be, I can understand that. In other words, what's going through his mind is that he has 4 trumps. So
Yep.
he would rather try to find a tap suit,
Yep.
you know, try to find a way to make declare right. In other words, on a different layout, you know, he might be thinking to himself, okay, you know, I have 9 trumps. 4 of them are hearts, 5 of them are spades. You know, I lead spades, keep leading spades, make them use their hearts. Now I still have my hearts.
Yeah. I would have said that I would have been more attracted to that if my spade lead was a little more attractive than king empty 5th, but he found
Yeah,
Jack Doubleton, so it was a reasonable start for the defense here. And
So going back to that spade overcall, would either of you guys bid a spade after being a passed hand, but you're red?
um,
I have to say I would.
I
Just
mean, I
enough
was going to
playing
say,
time.
Ralph, my partner would not. I would.
Mhm.
Ralph would not bid a spade with that hand. I know this to be true.
So they led the king of spades, got roughed and over rough. They played a couple clubs. Would have been. Now we have the diamond. So I guess decided to throw away a spade, stop the leading spades through the dummy.
So with clubs 3-3, it looks like they will nip 1 heart, 1 trick, 2 tricks. They've already got 6.
Yeah, and I think they can rough this with the king of hearts to
Right.
promote
Promote
another.
2 heart tricks.
So we now have our audience members looking up the useful space principle. So there was 6 articles beginning in November of 1980, going through 1981 in the bridge world. Kickback was in there, as well as the Grand Slam non-force and specific kings. And then Al brought in that Rubensol, aka transfer Leavensol, was developed by Bruce Neal based upon suggestions in the useful space principle series. Do you guys play transfer Leavensol?
Yes.
Yes, I think that's pretty universal these days.
There are still some you know, there are still some options that partnerships, you know, have to work out. But yeah.
All right, so down 2 and a couple of imps to the Wolfson team.
Yes.
Or hang on one second, I just want to see, so Wolfson's been able to pick up just 2 imps for the set so far.
Right. It's, yeah, I mean, there hasn't been.
Yeah, the hand that got to 5 diamonds double, that was an 8 imp loss that kind of wiped out much of their other gains. So, as we said, so 42 on the right is fairly normal for hearts, but one could imagine a pair getting too high and going minus in 5 hearts.
Right. I mean, while Ross is thinking about what to do, Chip, would you bid 2 diamonds, 2 hearts, 4 hearts with this hand? He did not. I wouldn't either. And what I mean is, for those listening, many people now, it is sort of standard-ish to play the 2 diamonds as a transfer to hearts, and so is 4 diamonds. 4 diamonds is a transfer to hearts that says I have 6 hearts. Most of the time, it just says, look, you opened a no trump. I want you to declare 4 hearts. That's it. I want you to bid 4 hearts, and then I'm going to pass. But the other things, there are other things that you get. The one thing that a 4-level transfer does that a 2-level transfer does not do is that a 4-level transfer sets trumps. It says we're playing hearts, or no trump, obviously. I mean, I suppose that could happen. But the thing is, if your partner opens the bidding 1 no trump, and you look at your hand and you just say, I want to bid key card Blackwood in hearts. The way you do that is you bid 4 diamonds, partner bids 4 hearts. Now your 4 no trump bid is key card Blackwood in hearts. What many less experienced pairs get wrong is they have the auction 1 no trump, 2 diamonds, 2 hearts, 4 no trump, and now opener responds as though 4 no trump is key card, when in fact that auction, what we need that auction for is when you have a 1 no trump, 4 no trump hand that has a 5-card major. So you bid 2 diamonds, partner bids 2 hearts, and you jump to 4 no trump, and it says, partner, I have a 1 no trump, 4 no trump hand, but I have a 5-card heart suit. So anyway, but here he decided to, and so therefore, since 4 diamonds, what I was asking about, what I asked Chip about on this end is, if the bidding goes 1 no trump, 2 diamonds, 2 hearts, 4 hearts, that says that you have a mild, balanced slam try with a 6-card suit.
Yeah.
And, this is only 12 highs, and it's just not that exciting. So I completely agree with not doing that.
But, in fact, you could have a good play for 7 hearts opposite the right strong no trump.
It's true. I mean, that's why, if partner had exactly the right hand, you might absolutely have a slam.
So the
Just
audience,
play
Jeff,
2 diamonds, 2 hearts, 4 hearts is a very mild slam try. It says mostly, I was only interested in slam if you could super accept over 2 diamonds.
Right.
And 2 diamonds, 2 hearts, 4 clubs is a real balanced slam try. So that way partner has a little wiggle room to cooperate or not.
Right. He has a 4 diamond bid available to him.
Yeah. So at any rate, so that's dull. On the other side, they opened a precision 2 diamonds, showing a 3 suited hand shortened diamonds, and played there. Opposite. So interesting that they chose to play their opposite, I guess. Long diamonds and king 4th of hearts, which was right here, since partner had only 3 hearts and had a diamond instead of none. So
So we just have a couple of boards left. The next segment, we're gonna have Ron Smith and Kevin Dwyer, and I'll be hosting that as well. And we definitely will be seeing Ross Grable and Mitch Dunitz and Peter Weichel and Bob Hammond coming back. On this next set, the Wolfson team is gonna have the seating rights. So usually Jeff takes the last two sets off usually. So will it be Larry and David and Bobby and Mike coming back? Do you know?
I would guess so, but I don't know.
Yeah, I will. That's what I was going to say. I would think that's right, but I don't know.
So looks like Claire is going to lose 2 hearts and a diamond still, so he's going to make 3 exactly. And
Yep. And now here comes the last board on the left.
yeah,
So the board on the right, do you think it's biddable to game at all?
I not only do I not think that it's biddable to game, it's not clear to me. I mean, at the end, when I stopped watching what was happening on the left, they were going to be held to 9 tricks, and then something bizarre how Larry did something weird in the heart suit, like won the king of hearts and then led away. You know, he split the 9-8 of hearts when a heart went to the jack. Then later, when he won the king, he must have let a heart back into what was now the 10-7, because they shifted to trumps in time to hold the hand to 9 tricks. I didn't see what happened to allow him to make 10, but I think that's pretty much the only thing that could have happened. So
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't watching as well.
yeah. So at this point, if the defenders play a trump, or they can win the diamond and then play a trump. Now,
yeah, I mean, they're supposed to hold this to 9 tricks. And I really can't imagine that he's not going to play a trump. I mean,
and he did.
Okay, so. And he didn't split his 9-8 of hearts, so he really can't get this wrong.
Yeah.
So what are the responses over this precision 2 clubs usually? So
Typically,
it says it's going to
2
be
diamonds.
Pretty
2
much
diamonds.
everyone plays the 2 diamonds as a forcing inquiry. Not everyone plays the 2 spades, which Larry Cohen has bid is forcing. And in fact, you can see on the actual hand, he wouldn't mind if it was non-forcing but constructive.
And I think that's sort of normalish. I would say most forcing club pairs, in fact, play 2 spades is, you know, constructive, but not forcing.
Yeah. But here we should say this 2 spade bid, the explanation is that it is a 1-round force.
Ah, okay.
Tracy, hopefully,
Yeah, I saw it.
yeah.
When was the last time Larry and David played with each other in a major competition?
It's been, well,
I think they played in
been,
something not so long ago. But.
I mean, David said 10 years. I thought it was longer than that. But
So here's so I assume that on the left that this 3 club bid is gonna end the auction. And as you predicted, Jeff, they held them to 9 tricks and spades.
So that's one imp to the Hammond team.
Yeah. Which is now 55 ahead. Not quite having reached 100 imps. So in 3 clubs. Yes.
This looks like 130 to me. Win the heart, rough some diamonds, pitch a spade on a heart, lose 2 clubs and a spade.
Well, so right. Win the heart, ace and rough a diamond, heart, rough a diamond, pitch a spade.
Yep.
Yeah.
Lose 2 clubs and a spade.
Maybe not lose. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, lose 2 clubs and a spade. So
I mean, that's what it looks like is going to happen to me.
yeah. Yeah. Not so appealing trump lead, actually. Might well have defeated 3 clubs.
Yeah. Because now he's losing everything. He's losing his whole hand.
Yeah.
2 diamonds, 2 spades, 2 diamonds, 2 spades, and a club.
Yeah. But the ace jack doubleton was not an appealing trump holding to lead from.
No.
Guess a diamond would have saved a trick, but not beaten the contract.
Ooh. So over in the closed room, they had a XYZ auction, a club, a heart, a spade. And Ross did not bid 2 diamonds.
Well, he didn't
Okay,
want
that's interesting. So let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it looks like he's going to make 2 hearts. I mean, even if they lead a trump,
yeah.
they may well lead the queen of spades. But I mean, even if he leads a trump, he's got plenty of entries to score all 4 trumps in his hand.
Yeah.
A diamond rough in the dummy.
Yep. That I would say.
So there's the trivia quiz in our comments. So let's see if you guys know the answer. Who did Larry Cohen partner before Marty Bergen?
Ron Gerard.
Of course, Chip knows it all.
Well, I don't know about know it all, but I knew that.
You knew a lot. So what is the good reason to break this XYZ for you guys?
I would not with that hand.
Right, because it was just a regular kind of 13 count, right?
Yeah, I mean, we play, the difference, it is worth pointing out that the difference between when opener rebids 1 no trump, if it goes a thing, a no trump, 2 clubs, now opener is ordered to bid 2 diamonds because he's rebid 1 no trump. When the bidding goes, as it did in this case, a club, a heart, a spade, 2 clubs, now clearly opener isn't ordered to bid 2 diamonds. I mean, when he rebid 1 spade, his hand, he only limited his hand by his failure to bid 2 spades. So he could have quite a lot of different hands. And so opener isn't required to bid 2 diamonds. But I mean, opposite just some random 4-3-1-5, I would certainly bid 2 diamonds. I mean, to me, 2 hearts shows the hand that Ross had with like another ace.
Well,
So,
also suppose you were say 4-3-0-6.
Right. I mean, something, in other words, it's, some hand where, partner, I am not taking a 2-diamond bid out of my box. But I mean, I would have just bid 2 diamonds with this hand. So
But it was fine here.
yeah, and he made 2 for the push. So the Wolfson team clawed back an imp, and they still have a lot of wood to chop. And guys, thank you very much. Chip, thank you. Tracy, thank you.
We have one more board.
Oh,
Yeah, don't leave us yet.
okay. I
I
thought
brought
we were
up the
done.
big screen for it.
Yes.
So this was the
Oh,
precision.
Right. David and Larry played a club part score.
Yeah. So
Made
here,
130.
North-South may find their
Play
diamond
spades.
pit. They have. That's one advantage of the precision 2 clubs, is that it can make it hard for the opponents to get in. Here it was much easier to overcall 1 diamond over a club than 2 diamonds over 2 clubs. And North-South probably are going to bid up to 3 diamonds. East-West, I guess, might well bid 3 spades over that. And in fact, you're a little bit in the running to make 4 spades with the East-West cards. So probably not that likely to bid it. North-South and diamonds. Probably down 1, a diamond and a club, and well, I guess
2 hearts in a rough.
yeah, if they get their heart rough.
What do you think Ross is thinking about?
I think it's probably Bobby who's thinking. I'm guessing the question is, what should he do over 1 spade?
So I don't know if 2 spades is 2 spades, spades and hearts.
Let me
Invitational.
check.
It hasn't been alerted yet.
Yeah, it is.
9 to
Oh.
11.
5 plus spades, 4 plus hearts, 9 to 11.
So they're playing that in competition.
Yes. So I assume that, yep, East is passed, and now we'll see whether or not.
Boy, Ross has I think this is a tough problem. I mean, obviously we can see he should bid 3 spades. I mean, he will bid 3 spades, but I think this is a tough hand.
Yeah.
Do you think double is a possibility there?
Maybe.
Afraid that, I mean, I'd be a little afraid that double was a maximum in high cards rather than extra distribution.
But he sort of
Already
has
limited
that, right?
9 to 11. Yeah, he's 9 to 11, and he's got a lot of shape. So he's a 10 count with a 6-4.
Well,
I don't
what
know.
I'm saying is that whether the double is saying I have, maybe
Defense.
Yeah, like ace, queen, 5th, and ace, 4th, something like that.
Yeah,
Right.
It's not offensive. It's definitely offensive.
Yeah.
I guess I'm anticipating. I would think that he's choosing between pass and 3 spades. I would think this way. I'm choosing between pass and 3 spades and passes out. So I'm bidding 3 spades.
But it seems this whole set, Ross and Mitch have been trying to not go for 500s, right? They've been playing much more conservative than I usually see Mitch at a local region
Well,
here in California.
and in fact, he has sold to 3 diamonds.
Yeah, because they have such a lead.
Right,
Why
so
take?
now they need to, now they need to beat this to hold their loss to, I guess, one imp.
Yep.
And I mean, I'm assuming that he'll probably lead the queen of clubs. He might lead the jack of diamonds, actually.
Yeah. I guess
So now it will be up to Mitch to find this heart rough. And I mean, looking at that dummy, it might probably is not too going to be too hard to find it.
well, remember, he doesn't yet know that partner's 6-4. So I guess partner could be 5-5, where getting the heart rough would be good. I guess what I'm saying is if partner's 5-4, then leading hearts may set up a discard for dummy's third spade.
It might also set partner up to be squeezed in the majors.
Yeah.
So again, our next segment is going to be starting in about a half an hour from now, and we will have Ron Smith and Kevin Dwyer joining us. Kevin's going to be coming in a few minutes late.
Um,
So the next start time is going to be at 7:15 Eastern, 4:15 Western. And Chip, are you back here in California now?
yes, I'm home.
It doesn't look like the Hyatt bedrooms.
Nope.
And we've all gotten to know Jan's suite. So they have a masseuse that comes in on call for the players. So, and she's lovely.
Yes, the USBF events are, all-purpose service.
Well, they're very well run, that's for sure.
Yeah, it was a great time. Somebody said to me today, it was a summer camp for kids, for adults, right? I mean, yeah.
Now, is Becker trying to find a way to lose to the jack of diamonds? Is that what's happening here?
No, he wants to lead through ace of diamonds. So I guess stiff ace there is pretty unlikely.
Yeah,
Maybe hoping to get him to duck ace and one and avoid the heart rough. Well, I don't think he's going to finesse, though. Could be the winning play.
I mean, it could
If he
be
wanted to
any
do
cross.
that, I think he would have led
Any
towards
cross
the
to the
queen.
queen. Okay, there it is.
Yeah. So E still doesn't know that partner doesn't have queen jack third of clubs with a 5-4-1-3 hand.
Right. So in other words, he will definitely, absolutely, positively win this diamond and shift to hearts.
Yeah, I think the fact that declare led a spade to the queen means he's not worried about spades. So yeah. The club isn't going anywhere, so no need to cash that. So looks like they're on track to nip this a trick and lose an imp.
Yeah.
So what's on the dinner menu tonight, Jeff? So if you guys don't know, Jeff is an amazing cook. And one
Oh,
of
I
my
didn't
like
know.
bucket list things to do, Jeff, is to be in a house rental with you and Ron, and we have to have Chewy bring in the wine.
I have
We will
cooked,
all
I've
eat
cooked,
amazing.
I have cooked a few times with Ron. It is an amazing experience. We had such a good time.
Yeah,
I
I
mean, we
know.
just,
It's a total bucket list thing for me because I'm such a foodie as well. I think we would just, in an
That's
entertainment,
fantastic.
we would have an amazing time.
Cam is out of town. And my thing is, when she's out of town, I eat things that I would never serve to her. So
And what's that mean you're eating tonight as you're watching
tonight,
VUGRAPH?
I'm having kimchi.
Oh,
Ah, so
So,
something
just,
spicy.
yeah, hot, spicy, stinky, big flavors. Cam likes normal food.
okay, so the next set will start in 25 minutes or so. right?
Exactly.
And
So
thanks
thank
so
Guys,
much.
thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks Tracy for your help.
Of
Fun
course.
to spend a while with you, Jeff, and
Yeah, and you as
enjoy
well,
your
Chip.
kimchi.
And thanks to all our people watching, and I hope you continue to have a great time.
Yep. Okay, bye-bye.
All right, bye for
Thanks,
now.
guys. Bye. Get this off.